Hi guys, so I'm here today to show you how I apply my closure piece. It is a 3.5 by 4 and it's Peruvian hair, and I'm by no means an expert, but I'm just showing you the way I do mine. So here goes. So firstly, you want to clear the skin of any cream or any dirt or anything. So I use Clean and Clear deep cleansing lotion. Uh, this I did use for one. I did buy it initially for my skin, and it says sensitive skin on it, but my skin is really dry, and this just made it 10 times worse. So now it's been sitting in my drawer, so now I just use it for my closure. So what you want to do, you want to apply a little bit on there, then just lift up your closure and just wipe the skin. Then you just let that dry, and then whilst it's drying, I'll clip my hair away. Oh yeah, what I usually do as well, I usually mark out where the closure is going to sit, so I know where to apply my glue. So I'll do that now. So as you can see, this is my hairline here. It just stops there, and my closure is going over my hairline. So let me just mark it out real quick. I just do 3 points. So I do where the middle, where my parting is, and then I do the end where my closure stops, and the other end. So about there. So I know where to gauge my glue. So clip the hair back. Right, the skin's dry now. Then I use this. It's Scalp Protection. It's just called Scalp Protection. I got it from my local hair shop, and it just basically protects your scalp. So when the glue or tape is applied, it's not actually sitting on your scalp, which it can irritate. And I find I use glue. I did use tape, but I found that the tape, even with this scalp protector, it was irritating my scalp. So I just stopped using it. So what you want to do is, it has like a sponge tip. Don't know if you can see that. It's quite soft. And then I just apply a layer, squeeze it along my scalp so you can see the product going on it. And that's it there, you can see. Time to just fasten the drying process. Just get a paper, whatever, and just dry it. I usually apply about maybe about 3, 4, 5, 6 layers, just however many. I don't really count, I just apply it. So you want to wait for that first layer to dry before you apply the next one. It goes kind of tacky just before it dries, so you want it to dry completely. So now you want to apply your glue or tape or whichever adhesive you're using, or both. The one I'm using today is B&B. Come on, camera. I'll put a picture of it anyway. And so it's for lace front wigs, super hold. I have only started using closures, and this is the first glue I've bought, so I haven't tried the Salon Pro. Oh gosh, the other ones have gone from my head. I haven't tried all the other ones, so this is just the first one, so I can't really compare it to other ones. So what you want to do is you just want to apply, for this one you only need to apply 2 layers. So you apply the first one, let it dry, and then you apply the second one. What I usually do is I usually apply it with a cotton bud, but I don't have any right now, so I'm just going to use the applicator it comes with. So it's quite sticky, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Oh gosh. This is a messy job. So what I do is I just apply a really thin layer of the glue, because what you don't want it to do is then seep either through the lace or under the lace, and then you just see a nice white line of glue. Yes, I've been there, I've experienced it, I'm sure we all have. So what I do is just apply a thin layer all the way across your head. And as you can see, I'm not applying it to my hairline. Oh doo-doo. Why you should pin your hair back. So what you want to do is just let that dry. Oh, I've got glue in my hair. Silly me for not putting it back. Just touch it up there. Touch it up in places where the glue hasn't quite gone, which is here on the end for me. That's it. Just let that dry. Oh, it's gone on my hair. I'll deal with that after. And the way I do it, I apply it so that it won't come right to the edge of where the closure, the edge of the lace up here. I apply the glue just before it ends, because what I don't want is it to be right to the edge of where the closure is, and then the closure, once you press it down, some of the glue, even though you've applied a thin layer, some of the glue sometimes seeps through. So I apply the glue just before where it stops. Dry, dry, dry. Right. So then you want to apply your second layer. So now you want that layer to allow it to become tacky before you put the closure down. And as you can see, if I get close, my hairline stops right there and the glue is there. So apart from here, tiny bit where it's gone on my hair, it's actually sitting on my scalp. Well, not my scalp, my forehead. So just fan that for a few minutes, allow it to become tacky. Right, so now I'll take mine, just clip that a bit further back, clip the hairs away.
Oh, Mummy, can you please?
So now what I'll do, I'm going to pull the closure forward. And then just level it all up. Just press it all down. Then I get my rat tail comb, just like this, and I get it in between the hairs and just push it down. There you go. So I just lightly lift it up. You can see that I've applied it. And then take that out. There's my parting. It is slightly tinged at the roots where I bleached the knots on both sides, you can see. Just there. The roots are orange and I didn't have time to dye them back to black, so I just used some mascara, just go over it. Don't tell anyone. And I don't know if you can see just here, I was plucking the hairs because I wanted to make the part more defined, because it was a freestyle closure, and then I decided, I requested for a middle part, and the way they gave it to me wasn't as defined as I wanted it, so I just plucked the hairs. I got a bit excited and plucked. I was plucking a bit too hard because I was in a rush. So I don't know if you can see just there. There's a small hole, hardly visible, but you know when you can see it. So yeah, that's just how I apply it. Then what I'll do, because the part is just a tiny bit light for my scalp or for my complexion, so I'll go over it with some concealer mixed in with my foundation, and then as I said, I'll put mascara on the roots, and then that's it. So once again, here it is. Just lightly lift it up. Just don't want to lift up the lace. And you can see the tiny bits of glue just there. So what I'll usually do is I'll usually use a cotton bud, but as I said, I don't have any, so I'll get my cotton pad and my C22 solvent spray. Just spray some on the pad and then just go over where the parts that need to be cleaned up, and that's it. Thank you for watching.